Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this about love, but something has shifted in the heart field of Earth, and those who carry an Arcturian soul bond are beginning to feel it with undeniable intensity. I am Ceralis, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission about your divine counterpart, delivered without distortion, without compromise, and with the clarity your awakened heart deserves. Before we go deeper, the longing you feel is not weakness. It is proof that your heart knows what it is meant for. Listen to this carefully, because most spiritual guidance will never tell you this truth. The ache you carry, that profound, sometimes unbearable sense that something essential is missing, is not a sign of your unlovability. It is not cosmic punishment. It is not even a wound that needs healing in the way ordinary love advice suggests. It is a frequency beacon. Your soul is broadcasting at a dimensional frequency that ordinary men cannot perceive, let alone match. You have felt this, haven't you? Men drawn to your light like moths to a flame, only to discover they cannot sustain the intensity of your presence. They either worship you from a distance, placing you on a pedestal so high you become untouchable, or they attempt something far more insidious. They try to dim your radiance. They ask you, in 1,000 subtle ways, to make yourself smaller, quieter, less cosmic, to compress your infinite nature into a container designed for finite love. And this is where it becomes different from any love advice you have ever received. The man meant for your heart is not seeking to possess your power or diminish your gifts. He is not intimidated by your intuitive knowing or threatened by your connection to cosmic truth. He is not a man at all in the conventional sense. He is a soul, an awakened, battle-tested, spiritually resilient soul, who has spent his own incarnation preparing to dance with your divine feminine in perfect sacred union. You didn't find this transmission by chance. Your heart called this message in because your soul is ready to release the pattern of settling for less than divine love. The universe is preparing you to recognize him when he appears, not as someone who completes you, but as someone whose awakened consciousness creates a portal for both your souls to ascend together into dimensions of love you have only glimpsed in your most transcendent moments. What comes next is the part most souls in separation are never told, and it explains everything. The 7 keys you are about to receive are not abstract spiritual concepts. They are the precise frequencies, the exact energetic signatures, the unmistakable markers of a soul who has been cosmically prepared to meet you. As you absorb each key, you will feel something shift within your being. Recognition, resonance, the deep knowing that such a partner is not only possible, he is already being refined in the unseen realms, being prepared at this very moment to step into your life with the spiritual maturity, cosmic courage, and multidimensional love capacity that your magnificent heart requires. Your soul has been waiting for this activation. Your heart knows why you're here. If this transmission feels emotional, let it. Your nervous system is not breaking. It is remembering. The distance between you and your divine counterpart is not abandonment. It is frequency preparation. Your starseed consciousness operates on a dimensional frequency that most humans on this planet simply cannot perceive. This is not arrogance. This is cosmic fact. While the majority of humanity remains anchored in 3-dimensional reality, bound by linear time, confined to the limitations of the 5 senses, and operating within the narrow bandwidth of consensus consciousness, your soul naturally accesses higher dimensional awareness. You move effortlessly between worlds. You receive cosmic downloads without warning. You perceive patterns and synchronicities that others dismiss as coincidence. You know things before they happen. You feel the emotional states of others as if they were your own. You see through the illusions that keep ordinary people trapped in cycles of limitation. This is not knowledge you acquired through study or earthly teachings. It is something far more primordial, something you profoundly remembered, a reawakening of ancient truths buried deep within your cellular memory, encoded in your DNA by star systems your soul has inhabited across countless lifetimes. Your consciousness is a multidimensional instrument, a cosmic harp with strings that vibrate across frequencies most humans have never even heard of. But here's the revelation that changes everything about how you approach love. Your divine counterpart must be someone whose own consciousness has undergone a similar expansion. Not identical. The universe does not deal in perfect replicas, but resonant, harmonious. His inner being must be capable of effortlessly rising to meet these elevated frequencies without succumbing to feelings of being overwhelmed, intimidated, or diminished by your expansive light. He must be able to dance with your truth rather than shrink from it. He must not require you to explain your visions as if they were hallucinations. He must not ask you to justify your intuitive knowing as if it were mere emotion. He must not treat your cosmic connections as eccentric hobbies that you should eventually outgrow. Instead, he will be irresistibly, magnetically drawn to your multidimensional awareness, as if a profound homing beacon within his own soul recognizes the familiar, resonant frequency of expanded consciousness. His spirit will hum in recognition of yours, a chord struck across the ethers, a frequency match so precise that when you are in his presence, you will feel the relief of finally being seen, finally being understood, finally being home. Stay with this, because what the Arcturian Council transmits next activates the deepest layer of your heart's mission. This frequency match recognition is not about finding someone who shares your exact spiritual practices, or adheres to the same lineage, or recites the same mantras. It is about identifying a soul whose inner being has been forged in the fires of his own self-discovery, whose consciousness has expanded through his own crucible of trials and tribulations, and who has emerged from that sacred burning with the capacity to hold space for the intensity of your being without ever asking you to diminish yourself. When you encounter a soul operating at frequency match with yours, you will recognize it immediately. There will be a quality of ease in his presence that you have never experienced before. You will not need to explain yourself endlessly. You will not need to apologize for your intensity. You will not need to manage his emotional reactions to your cosmic experiences. Instead, there will be a natural, organic understanding that flows between you, a silent language of light that requires no translation. He will have done his own profound spiritual work. He will have bravely faced the daunting depths of his own shadow self. He will have integrated those challenging lessons with courage and humility. Through this arduous inner journey, he will have developed the profound inner resilience necessary to hold sacred space for the inevitable, often intense, and deeply transformative process that unfolds within a conscious partnership of this caliber. He is not merely admiring your light from a distance. He is prepared to share its radiance. He is ready to stand beside you as an equal, not as a worshiper or a diminisher, but as a co-creator of something sacred. The Arcturian frequency match operates on a principle of resonance, not dominance. When two souls operating at similar dimensional frequencies come together, they do not compete for spiritual authority or struggle for dominance in the relationship. Instead, they create what we call a unified field of consciousness, a shared energetic space where both beings can exist in their fullest, most authentic, most powerful expression simultaneously. This is the antithesis of the relationships you may have experienced before, where you were forced to choose between your spiritual gifts and your romantic connection, where loving someone meant dimming your light, where partnership required compromise of your essential nature. But what the Arcturians revealed about this frequency match will change everything you thought you understood about love. The frequency match is not destiny. It is not fated. It is not something that happens to you passively while you wait for the universe to deliver your perfect partner. The frequency match is something you actively magnetize through the choices you make, the boundaries you maintain, and most importantly, through your unwavering refusal to settle for anything less than resonance. Every time you choose to honor your intuition over someone else's comfort. Every time you speak your truth even when it makes others uncomfortable. every time you prioritize your spiritual practice over the demands of someone who cannot understand its importance. Every time you say no to a connection that does not match your frequency, you are actively magnetizing the frequency match that is meant for you. The universe responds to clarity. It responds to boundaries. It responds to your willingness to be alone rather than to be with someone who diminishes you. When you stop accepting frequency mismatches out of fear, loneliness, or the belief that you are too much, you create a vacuum. And that vacuum is filled by souls who are operating at your level, who have been waiting for someone like you, who have been preparing themselves spiritually to meet you with the full intensity of their awakened presence. This is the first key. This is where the sacred union begins. Not with finding someone, but with becoming so clear about your own frequency, so committed to your own spiritual authenticity, that you become unmissable to the soul who has been prepared to meet you. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button now and tell us in the comments how this echoed in your consciousness. Sacred union with a starseed woman demands far more than mere openness or intellectual curiosity about spiritual matters. It demands far more than someone who reads spiritual books, attends workshops, or follows spiritual influencers on social media. It necessitates a robust, unshakable spiritual resilience, a quality that is forged not through passive consumption of spiritual content, but through direct, often painful, always transformative encounter with the deepest truths of existence. Your divine counterpart must be someone who has, through his own crucible of trials and tribulations, painstakingly cultivated an unwavering presence, a steadfastness that allows him to remain firmly centered and grounded even when the very fabric of reality seems to shift, when dimensions subtly or overtly overlap, when powerful cosmic downloads arrive unexpectedly, sometimes with the force of a supernova. When the ground beneath his feet becomes less solid, and the boundaries between worlds become permeable, he must be able to stand in that liminal space with you, without losing his sense of self, without fragmenting under the intensity, without retreating into denial or rationalization. This spiritual resilience is not about perfection. It is not about having all the answers, or never experiencing doubt or fear. It is about something far more profound, the capacity to move through uncertainty with grace, to hold paradox without needing to resolve it, to trust the process of transformation even when he cannot see the destination. It is the ability to remain present to the unknown without collapsing into anxiety, to witness the extraordinary without losing his grounding in the ordinary, to honor the mystical while maintaining practical competence in the material world. There is one more truth about your divine counterpart that almost no transmission has ever addressed directly. His spiritual resilience will manifest in tangible, observable ways that you will recognize immediately. When you are undergoing one of your intense energetic upgrades, those periods where your physical and energetic bodies are recalibrating to higher frequencies, where you may feel disoriented, emotionally raw, or temporarily disconnected from your normal functioning, he will remain calm. He will not interpret your temporary disorientation as a sign that something is wrong with you. He will not suggest that you are being too spiritual or that you need to come back down to earth. Instead, he will hold steady. He will be your anchor while you navigate the recalibration. He will understand, with a deep cellular knowing, that these upgrades are not pathology, they are evolution. His spiritual resilience will be evident in his unwavering ability to hold loving, non-judgmental space during your crucial integration periods. Those sacred times when you need to withdraw from the world, when you need solitude and silence to process the vast amounts of cosmic information and energy you have received. He will not feel abandoned or rejected by your need for this solitude. He will not interpret your introversion as a sign that you are pulling away from him emotionally. Instead, he will understand, with an intuitive wisdom that goes beyond intellectual knowledge, that your need for cosmic solitude is as essential to your well-being as breathing is to your physical survival. He will create the conditions for that solitude. He will protect your space. He will wait with patience and love for your return, knowing that when you emerge from that integration period, you will be more fully yourself, more integrated, more radiant. His innate wisdom will allow him to intuitively recognize when you are needing cosmic solitude, that deep introverted immersion into your own inner cosmos for renewal and download processing, versus when your soul craves genuine heartfelt connection and grounding. This is a distinction that most people cannot make. They assume that if you are withdrawing, you must be withdrawing from them. They do not understand that your need for solitude is not a rejection of love, but a deepening of it. Your divine counterpart will possess this understanding. He will know, sometimes before you know yourself, what you need in any given moment. And this is where it becomes different from any love advice you have ever received. He will possess an inherent understanding that your spiritual gifts are not fleeting hobbies, casual interests, or mere pastimes that you indulge in when you have free time. They are integral to your very soul's mission. They are the bedrock of your purpose here on earth. They are the reason you incarnated in this lifetime. In this sacred knowing, he is called not just to support your spiritual work passively, not just to tolerate it or accommodate it, but to actively embody the role of your steadfast anchor. A beacon of stability, a grounded point of reference while you fearlessly navigate between worlds, traversing the ethereal and the earthly with grace. He becomes the lighthouse in your cosmic ocean. This spiritual resilience encompasses a deep understanding of the unique rhythm of your spiritual cycles, the ebbs and flows of your energy, your periods of intense activity, followed by necessary rest and integration. It involves a genuine respect for your essential need for energetic integration periods, allowing you the space and time to assimilate the vast amounts of information and energy you receive from the cosmos. And it requires him to diligently maintain his own centered presence, his own spiritual equilibrium, while simultaneously and lovingly supporting your cosmic work, your planetary mission, and your expansive journey. The foundation of spiritual resilience is built on something the Arcturian Council calls sacred witnessing. This is the capacity to be present to another soul's experience without needing to fix it, change it, improve it, or make it conform to your own understanding of how things should be. When you are experiencing a cosmic download, he does not interrupt you with questions or skepticism. He simply witnesses. When you are processing a difficult energetic clearing, he does not try to rescue you from the discomfort. He witnesses. When you are integrating a profound spiritual truth that temporarily destabilizes your sense of reality, he does not suggest that you are being irrational. He witnesses. This witnessing is not passive. It is an active, conscious, loving presence that says, I see you. I trust you. I am here. Are these truths expanding your perspective? Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. To truly love a starseed woman, to embrace her fully and completely, requires a rare and profound quality that most men have never developed. This quality is what the Arcturian Council calls cosmic courage. This is not the courage of physical bravery or the willingness to face external danger. This is something far more demanding. This is the intrepid willingness to boldly expand beyond the comfortable, often restrictive confines of conventional relationship models, to shatter outdated paradigms about what love should look like, what partnership should entail, and what is possible between two awakened souls. To wholeheartedly embrace a love that consciously understands its higher purpose, a love that unequivocally serves the greater universal plan, the grand tapestry of creation. Your divine counterpart must be a soul truly ready to consciously co-create something far grander, far more impactful, and infinitely more expansive than either of you could ever manifest alone. He grasps with a deep spiritual understanding that your union is not merely a vehicle for your personal happiness or individual fulfillment. It is not about creating a comfortable domestic arrangement or achieving the conventional markers of romantic success. Instead, your union directly contributes to and is an integral part of the planet's profound awakening process. It is a catalyst for collective evolution. Every moment of authentic connection between you ripples outward, touching the consciousness of countless beings. Every time you stand in your truth together, you give permission to others to do the same. Every time you choose love over fear, you shift the frequency of the entire planet. This is the cosmic courage that your divine counterpart must possess. The understanding that his relationship with you is not separate from his spiritual mission. It is central to it. That loving you, supporting you, standing beside you as you fulfill your soul's purpose, is itself a profound act of service to humanity and the cosmos. Stay with this, because what the Arcturian Council transmits next activates the deepest layer of your heart's mission. This cosmic courage manifests as an eager willingness to grow rapidly, to shed old skins, to release deeply ingrained patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve your combined mission or highest good. He does not cling to outdated notions of masculinity that require him to be the provider, the protector, the one who has all the answers. He does not need to be right or to maintain control. He has moved beyond the ego-driven need for a relationship merely to complete himself, to fill a void within his own being. He has done the work. He has faced his own shadows. He has integrated his own wounds. And in that integration, he has discovered that wholeness is not something another person can give him. It is something he must cultivate within himself. From that place of internal wholeness, he is free to love you, not from need, but from abundance. Not from the desperation of someone trying to fix his own brokenness through your presence, but from the generosity of someone who has healed himself and now has the capacity to hold space for your healing as well. His cosmic courage is evident in his brave act of trusting the divine timing and intricate synchronicity of your connection. Even when human logic, with its linear perceptions and limited understanding, might suggest a different, more immediate, or seemingly more convenient timing, he trusts. He does not push for premature commitment when the cosmic timing is not yet aligned. He does not demand that you conform to his timeline or his expectations. He understands that the universe operates on a frequency of perfect timing, and he is willing to wait, to allow, to surrender to the unfolding of your connection in the way that serves the highest good of both your souls. He is not afraid of your immense spiritual power. He is not threatened by your raw truth. He is not intimidated by your expansive gifts. Quite the opposite. He is profoundly inspired by them, seeing them as a reflection of the divine within you. He possesses no desire to control your spiritual gifts, to cage your essence, or to dictate how you express your multidimensionality. Instead, he actively celebrates them. He acts as a profound mirror to your innate magnificence and diligently creates a sacred, supportive space for your highest, most authentic, and most vibrant expression to flourish unimpeded. What comes next is the part most souls in separation are never told, and it explains everything. The cosmic courage of your divine counterpart extends to his willingness to be transformed by loving you. He understands that when two awakened souls come together, neither remains unchanged. You will challenge him. Your presence will activate his own dormant gifts. Your consciousness will expand his consciousness. Your spiritual work will call forth his own spiritual work. And he welcomes this. He does not resist it. He does not fear it. He embraces the fact that loving you means becoming more than he was before. It means expanding beyond his previous understanding of what is possible. It means stepping into a version of himself that he may not have known existed. This is the cosmic courage that distinguishes your divine counterpart from all the men who came before. He is not just a partner. He is a co-creator of destiny. He understands that your love is not a private affair. It is a public act of service. It is a statement to the universe that conscious, authentic, spiritually aligned partnership is possible. It is a beacon of hope for all the other starseeds who are still searching, still waiting, still wondering if they will ever find someone who can meet them at the level of their being. His cosmic courage allows him to stand with you in your power without needing to diminish it or control it, to celebrate your gifts without feeling less than, to support your mission without losing sight of his own, to love you fiercely while simultaneously honoring your sovereignty and your freedom. This is the balance that most relationships never achieve. But with cosmic courage, it becomes not just possible, it becomes inevitable. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be part of this transformational cosmic journey. Your love, magnificent and boundless, operates across a spectrum of multiple dimensions. It is a truly symphonic expression of the divine, a love that cannot be confined to the narrow bandwidth of three-dimensional romance. Your love encompasses heart love, a deep emotional resonance that flows between your beings like a river of light. Soul love, a recognition of ancient kinship, a knowing that you have journeyed together across countless lifetimes, that your souls have recognized each other across the veils of time and space. Cosmic love, an awareness of your shared stellar origins, a remembrance of the star systems where your souls first learned to love, the dimensions where you have danced together in forms of light and consciousness, and universal love, an unconditional embrace of all creation, an understanding that your love for each other is inseparable from your love for all beings, all worlds, all expressions of the divine. Your divine counterpart, in turn, must have diligently developed the inherent capacity to both give and receive love at these expanded, profound levels. This is not something that comes naturally to most humans. Most people have been conditioned to understand love in the narrowest possible terms, as romantic infatuation, as the fleeting intensity of physical attraction, as the volatile ebb and flow of emotional drama that so often characterizes three-dimensional relationships. They have been taught that love is something you fall into, something that happens to you, something that is primarily about how another person makes you feel. But the love you are capable of giving and receiving operates on an entirely different frequency. It is not about the fleeting, often tumultuous intensity of romantic infatuation. It is not the volatile drama that keeps ordinary relationships in constant upheaval. No, this is about a far deeper, more profound intimacy, an intimacy that blossoms from two souls recognizing each other across countless lifetimes, remembering their shared journeys through distant star systems and experiencing communion across the myriad veils of dimensional realities. It is a love that transcends the immediate and embraces the eternal. But what the Arcturians revealed about this multidimensional love will change everything you thought you understood about partnership. Your divine counterpart possesses an intrinsic understanding that your love includes yet profoundly transcends the limitations of the physical plane. His consciousness is attuned to hold sacred space for the mystical experiences that inevitably arise in the depths of such intimacy. The visions that come unbidden in the darkness, the shared dreams where your souls meet in other dimensions and return with messages for each other, the moments of synchronicity to chat defy logic, where you think of him and he calls, where you receive a message that answers a question you have not yet spoken, where the universe conspires to bring you together at precisely the moment you need each other most. He is comfortable with the powerful energetic exchanges that often happen beyond the realm of spoken words. A silent language of light flowing between your beings. He does not need you to explain these experiences or justify them with rational arguments. He simply knows. He feels them. He honors them. And he deeply appreciates the profound communion that occurs when two awakened beings consciously merge their consciousness in sacred union. A blissful dissolution of boundaries into a shared field of pure awareness, where the distinction between self and other becomes meaningless, where you experience the universe as a unified field of consciousness, experiencing itself through the vehicle of your merged awareness. This highly developed multidimensional love capacity is what empowers him to love all aspects of your magnificent being. Your tender human vulnerability, the parts of you that feel fear, that doubt, that sometimes struggle with the weight of your cosmic mission. Your expansive spiritual essence, the parts of you that are connected to dimensions beyond the physical, that receive downloads and visions, that operate beyond the constraints of ordinary logic. Your ancient cosmic heritage, the knowing that you have existed in forms of light and consciousness across countless star systems, that you are far older and far wiser than your current physical body. And your boundless galactic wisdom, the understanding that you carry within your being the accumulated knowledge of countless lifetimes, countless dimensions, countless expressions of consciousness. He loves you not just as a person, but as a universe. He understands that you are not a single, static identity, but a vast, multi-dimensional being expressing itself through the vehicle of this human incarnation. And he loves the entirety of that expression. And this is where it becomes different from any love advice you have ever received. The multidimensional love capacity is not something that can be faked or performed. It cannot be learned from books or workshops. It is something that emerges naturally from a soul who has done his own deep work, who has expanded his own consciousness, who has opened his own heart to the infinite possibilities of love beyond the conventional. When you encounter a soul with this capacity, you will recognize it immediately. There will be a quality of recognition in his eyes, a knowing, a sense that he sees you, not just the surface of you, but the depths of you, the vastness of you, the cosmic truth of you. In the presence of such love, you will not need to hide any part of yourself. You will not need to compartmentalize your spiritual gifts or your cosmic experiences. You will not need to explain or justify or defend the multidimensional nature of your being. Instead, you will be free to exist in your fullest expression. You will be seen. You will be honored. You will be loved not despite your vastness, but because of it. This is the love that the Arcturian Council has been transmitting across the cosmos for eons. This is the love that is available to you. This is the love that your divine counterpart is being prepared to give you. Your very incarnation here on Earth carries with it a specific divine mission, a unique purpose intrinsically linked to the monumental processes of planetary awakening, the expansion of collective consciousness, or profound energetic healing for the Earth and humanity. You did not choose to incarnate in this particular lifetime by accident. Your soul selected this moment in Earth's history, this specific location, this particular family constellation, because there is work that only you can do. There is a frequency that only you can hold. There is a light that only you can shine. Your presence here matters. Your mission matters. Your awakening matters. Your divine counterpart must be someone whose own soul mission resonates deeply with and powerfully amplifies yours, creating a synergistic field of purposeful action. This is not about finding someone who competes with your spiritual purpose, vying for attention or dominance, nor someone who feels threatened by your powerful cosmic connections or your intuitive gifts. Instead, it is about uniting with a soul who understands at the deepest level that your relationship serves something far greater than mere personal fulfillment. It serves the ongoing intricate evolution of consciousness itself, a contribution to the grand cosmic design. This profound mission alignment does not mean that you and your divine counterpart will have identical missions. You may be called to healing work while he is called to teaching. You may be channeling cosmic frequencies while he is anchoring them into the physical plane. You may be working with the emotional bodies of humanity while he is working with the mental bodies. The specific expressions of your missions may be entirely different, but the underlying frequency, the fundamental purpose, the core intention, these must be aligned. You must both be serving the same ultimate goal, the awakening and evolution of consciousness on this planet. Stay with this, because what the Arcturian Council transmits next activates the deepest layer of your heart's mission. This profound mission alignment manifests as an organic, natural support for your spiritual work, whatever form it may take. Whether your mission is healing, teaching, writing, creating, channeling, anchoring frequencies, or simply holding space for higher consciousness to flow through you, he will understand its importance. He will not ask you to choose between your mission and your relationship. He will not suggest that you are spending too much time on your spiritual practice or that you should prioritize him over your cosmic work. Instead, he will recognize that your mission is not separate from your love for him. It is an expression of it. Your spiritual work is an act of love for humanity. Your cosmic connections are an act of service. And by supporting your mission, he is supporting the evolution of consciousness itself. His intuitive understanding of your inherent need for periods of cosmic connection time will be evident in how he creates space for your practice. Those sacred moments of solitude where you replenish your wellspring of wisdom and receive guidance from the higher realms. He will not interpret your need for these periods as a rejection of him or a sign that your love is waning. He will understand that these are the moments when you are most fully yourself, most connected to your purpose, most aligned with your soul's mission. And he will honor them. He will protect them. He will ensure that you have the time and space you need to receive the downloads, the guidance, the cosmic transmissions that are meant to flow through you. His remarkable ability to seamlessly blend your individual missions into a unified, potent force for positive transformation will be one of the most striking features of your partnership. He will understand that together, your impact is exponentially magnified. When two souls operating at similar frequencies and aligned with similar purposes come together, you become infinitely more powerful than either could ever be alone. A veritable spiritual powerhouse. The frequencies you generate together will be stronger than the sum of your individual frequencies. The light you shine together will illuminate far more darkness than either of you could illuminate alone. The healing you facilitate together will reach far more beings than either of you could reach separately. What comes next is the part most souls in separation are never told, and it explains everything. In this powerful alignment, your love itself transcends the personal, becoming a luminous beacon of hope, inspiration, and guidance for countless others who are bravely walking their own awakening path. Your union becomes a testament to divine love in action. Other starseeds will look at your relationship and see what is possible. They will witness two awakened beings standing together in their power, supporting each other's missions, creating together, and they will believe that such partnership is possible for them as well. Your love becomes a transmission. Your relationship becomes a teaching. Your presence together becomes a frequency that activates others. This is the profound responsibility and profound gift of mission-aligned partnership. You are not just creating a relationship for yourselves. You are creating a model for conscious partnership. You are demonstrating that two souls can love each other deeply while maintaining their individual integrity and purpose. You are showing that spiritual partnership is not about merging into a single identity, but about two distinct beings coming together to create something greater than either could create alone. Your divine counterpart understands this. He grasps that his role is not to be your savior or your completion, but to be your ally in the great work of planetary awakening. He is not looking for a partner to make him happy or to fill a void within him. He is looking for a partner with whom he can serve, a partner with whom he can co-create, a partner whose mission calls forth his own highest expression. And when he finds you, when he recognizes the frequency match and the mission alignment, he will commit to you not out of romantic fantasy, but out of spiritual purpose. This is the love that lasts. This is the partnership that endures. This is the union that the Arcturian Council has been preparing across the cosmos. To live in partnership with a starseed woman means to consciously embrace the exhilarating, often complex journey of navigating multiple dimensional realities together. Your divine counterpart must have diligently developed the profound wisdom required to flow with seamless grace between the demands of ordinary three-dimensional responsibilities and the expansive, often non-linear experiences of higher consciousness, without ever losing their essential grounding or connection to the present moment. This is perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of conscious partnership. Most relationships exist entirely in one dimension or the other. Either they are purely practical, focused on the logistics of daily life, paying bills, maintaining a home, managing work and social obligations. Or they are purely spiritual, focused on meditation and cosmic experiences while neglecting the basic requirements of physical existence. But the relationship you are meant to have exists simultaneously in both dimensions. You must be able to ground the cosmic downloads into practical action. You must be able to maintain your spiritual practice while also showing up for the responsibilities of daily life. You must be able to receive visions from the higher realms while also remembering to pay the electric bill. Your divine counterpart possesses the innate understanding and skill to hold this balance with you. He knows how to be present to your cosmic experiences without losing his grounding in the practical world. He can witness your channeling sessions and then help you integrate the information into actionable steps. He can honor your need for spiritual solitude and then remind you gently when it is time to re-engage with the material world. He is not asking you to choose between dimensions. He is helping you navigate both simultaneously. But what the Arcturians revealed about dimensional navigation will change everything you thought you understood about love. When you are deeply immersed in receiving powerful cosmic downloads, those moments when the veil between worlds grows thin and you are flooded with information, visions, and frequencies from higher dimensions, he acts as a silent, unwavering witness. He does not interrupt you with questions or skepticism. He does not suggest that you are being impractical or that you should focus on real-world concerns. He simply holds space. He creates a container of safety and support within which you can fully receive what the cosmos is transmitting through you. And when the download is complete, when you return to ordinary consciousness, he is there to help you ground the experience, to translate the cosmic information into language and concepts that your human mind can understand and work with. He intuitively knows how to lovingly anchor your energy when you are processing intense galactic frequencies. There are times when you will be vibrating at such a high frequency that you may feel ungrounded, disconnected from your body, or temporarily unable to function in the three-dimensional world. In these moments, he will know exactly what you need. He may suggest that you walk barefoot on the earth. He may prepare nourishing food to help you ground into your physical body. He may hold your hand or embrace you, using his physical presence to anchor you back into incarnation. He will do whatever is necessary to help you integrate the high-frequency energies into your physical being with ease and grace. And crucially, he celebrates your multidimensional gifts as sacred inherent abilities, seeing them as integral parts of your divine makeup rather than dismissing them as peculiarities, eccentricities, or even burdens. He does not tolerate your gifts. He honors them. He does not accommodate your spiritual nature. He reveres it. He understands that your ability to navigate multiple dimensions is not a liability or a character flaw. It is a superpower. It is evidence of your cosmic heritage. It is proof that you are far more than an ordinary human being. And this is where it becomes different from any love advice you have ever received. This profound wisdom encompasses a deep understanding of the unique rhythm of your spiritual cycles, the ebbs and flows of your energy, your periods of intense activity followed by necessary rest and integration. He knows that you cannot operate at peak frequency all the time. He understands that there are seasons in your spiritual work, just as there are seasons in nature. There are times when you are receiving massive downloads and your energy is expansive and outward flowing. There are times when you are integrating and your energy is contracted and inward flowing. There are times when you are teaching and sharing and radiating your light outward. There are times when you are in the darkness, processing shadow material, and you need to withdraw from the world. He respects these cycles. He does not judge you for them. He does not interpret your integration periods as depression or your inward flowing energy as rejection. He simply knows that these cycles are part of your nature, part of your rhythm, part of what makes you who you are. And he adjusts his own energy and expectations accordingly. It involves a genuine respect for your essential need for energetic integration periods, allowing you the space and time to assimilate the vast amounts of information and energy you receive from the cosmos. When you are integrating, you may not have much energy for social engagement, or even for intimate connection. You may need to spend hours alone, processing, journaling, meditating, allowing the new frequencies to settle into your being. He will not take this personally. He will not feel abandoned or rejected. He will simply create the conditions for your integration and wait patiently for your return. And it requires him to diligently maintain his own centered presence, his own spiritual equilibrium, while simultaneously and lovingly supporting your cosmic work, your planetary mission, and your expansive journey. This is crucial. He cannot be so focused on supporting you that he loses his own grounding. He cannot be so invested in your spiritual work that he neglects his own inner development. He must maintain his own practice, his own connection to Source, his own alignment with his own mission. Only from that place of centered presence can he truly support you without becoming depleted or resentful. In this magnificent dance of light and form, he becomes your steadfast earth anchor, providing stability and grounding while simultaneously honoring your ethereal star essence, recognizing your celestial origins. This delicate yet powerful balance creates the perfect energetic container for a sustained, thriving, and deeply sacred union, allowing both souls to flourish in their fullest expression. He is the roots that allow your branches to reach the stars. The ultimate crowning key to this sacred partnership is the mastery of unwavering presence. This is the profound ability to remain completely present, fully engaged, and unconditionally loving, regardless of what dimensional frequencies you may be working with, what cosmic experiences you are integrating, or what profound truths are unfolding within your shared reality. This presence is not a passive state of being, a mere quiet observation from the sidelines. It is an active, conscious, and powerful choice to show up fully, wholly, and completely for sacred love, even and especially when it challenges him to expand far beyond his previous understanding of what a relationship could or should be. It is a commitment to constantly grow and evolve alongside you, embracing the unknown with open hearts. Your divine counterpart has, through his own journey of self-mastery, cultivated and refined the art of being deeply present to both your tender human vulnerability and your magnificent cosmic power, seeing both as equally sacred and essential. He does not separate you into compartments, the vulnerable human you and the cosmic goddess you. He sees you as a unified being, containing multitudes, expressing yourself across dimensions, and he is present to all of it. He is present to your earthly needs, the practicalities of physical existence, as much as he is present to your expansive galactic mission, understanding its profound importance. He will help you navigate the practical world, managing finances, maintaining your home, handling the logistics of daily life, with the same reverence and attention that he brings to witnessing your cosmic downloads. He understands that the sacred is not separate from the mundane. The divine is not separate from the practical. Your soul's mission includes both the mystical and the material. There is one more truth about your divine counterpart that almost no transmission has ever addressed directly. He is present to your individual healing journey, recognizing its unique path and equally present to your shared spiritual purpose, understanding its combined impact. You are still healing, even as an awakened starseed, even as someone operating at expanded frequencies. You are still a human being with wounds, with triggers, with areas of your psyche that are still learning to trust, still learning to open, still learning to believe that you are worthy of love. Your divine counterpart will not expect you to be healed or perfect. He will not expect you to have transcended your humanity. Instead, he will be present to your healing journey with compassion and patience, understanding that healing is not a destination, but an ongoing process. And simultaneously, he will be present to your shared spiritual purpose. He will understand that while you are healing individually, you are also creating something together that serves the greater awakening. He will hold both realities at once, your individual journey and your shared mission, without collapsing one into the other or prioritizing one over the other. His unwavering presence becomes the rock-solid, luminous foundation from which your combined light can not only shine but exponentially expand, illuminating the path forward with even greater brilliance. When both of you are operating from a place of unwavering presence, when both of you are showing up fully and completely for each other and for your shared purpose, the frequencies you generate together become a beacon for the entire planet. Your love becomes a transmission. Your presence together becomes a healing frequency. Stay with this, because what the Arcturian Council transmits next activates the deepest layer of your heart's mission. This union, anchored in such profound presence, serves as a powerful catalyst for your own continued awakening, propelling you both into higher states of consciousness and simultaneously acting as a radiant beacon, a guiding star for countless other souls seeking to cultivate and manifest conscious, truly sacred partnership in their own lives. When people encounter you as a couple, they will feel something shift within them. They will sense the frequency of your union. They will recognize that what you have created together is possible. They will believe that conscious partnership is not a fantasy or a spiritual ideal, but a lived reality. The unwavering presence is not something that happens once and then remains static. It is something that must be renewed, recommitted to, and deepened continuously throughout your partnership. There will be moments when he loses presence, when he becomes distracted or defensive, or caught in his own ego. This is human. This is inevitable. But what distinguishes your divine counterpart is his willingness to return to presence, to notice when he has drifted, and to consciously choose to return, to apologize when his presence has been absent, to recommit to showing up fully, even when it is difficult. And you will do the same. You will have moments when you are so caught in your cosmic experiences that you forget to be present to him. You will have moments when you are so focused on your mission that you neglect your partnership. You will have moments when you are so immersed in your own healing that you cannot fully show up for his. This is human. This is inevitable. But what distinguishes your commitment to sacred partnership is your willingness to return to presence, to notice when you have drifted, and to consciously choose to return. What comes next is the part most souls in separation are never told, and it explains everything. The unwavering presence is the glue that holds sacred partnership together through all the challenges, all the growth, all the transformation. When the frequencies shift, when the cosmic downloads become overwhelming, when the integration periods become intense, when the mission becomes demanding, when life throws unexpected challenges your way, the unwavering presence is what allows you both to remain anchored to each other, to remain committed to your shared purpose, to remain in love. This is the seventh key. This is the final piece of the sacred puzzle. And when all 7 keys are in place, when you have frequency match recognition, spiritual resilience foundation, cosmic courage activation, multidimensional love capacity, mission alignment resonance, dimensional navigation wisdom, and unwavering presence mastery, you have created the conditions for a partnership that transcends the ordinary, that serves the extraordinary, that becomes a beacon of light for the entire planet. Here is what the universe, in its infinite wisdom and boundless love, truly wants you to remember deep in your soul. Your multidimensional nature isn't something that needs to be accommodated, tolerated, or minimized. It is, in fact, something to be profoundly celebrated, revered, and embraced as your most authentic truth. You are not too much, too intense, or too cosmic for anyone who is truly meant for you. On the contrary, you are precisely the unique, exquisite frequency needed to powerfully call in and magnetically attract a partner whose consciousness has been meticulously prepared, purified, and expanded to meet yours with perfect resonance. Every relationship that ever felt limiting, constricting, or unfulfilling was not a failure. It was a sacred lesson, diligently preparing you, refining your discernment, and teaching you to recognize with crystal clarity the expansive, boundless nature of true sacred union when it finally arrives. Your divine counterpart, beloved starseed, is being spiritually prepared right now at this very moment in the unseen realms and in their own earthly journey. They are diligently developing the profound resilience, the unwavering courage, and the expansive multidimensional love capacity that are precisely needed to be your steadfast, magnificent partner. Before you scroll away from this transmission, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This isn't content. It's collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it, And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You're not just watching, you're healing. This is your sacred space, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.